everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Y'all, today we're going to make that box you didn't know you needed. Or maybe you did. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. And welcome to all of my new subscribers, and thank you to everyone who is supporting me and my channel in any positive way. Thank you guys so very much. Well, in my opening, I said that we would be making a box that you didn't know you needed, but maybe you really did know that you needed this box, but didn't know how to go about making it. Well, I'll show you the box, and then we'll do a very quick step-by-step walkthrough of how we make it. So here is that box, and it's a very large box. It might even be just as large as my head, but when finished, it is going to be 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 and 8 inches tall. Very big box, very easy to make, and it probably is one of those boxes that on occasion you've needed. Well, y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, I have raised my camera because this box is very large and we're going to be working with some large pieces today. But this box is so stinking cute and just so large. You can actually fit a whole bunch of different boxes inside. You can actually make this box and put all the other boxes that we've been making inside of this. And that way you can surprise your recipient with a box of boxed gifts. And I am going to be making mine, again, using Dollar Tree gift boxes. But if you don't have Dollar Tree gift boxes, as I've said in other videos, gift boxes at this time of year are aplenty. So you can find them almost anywhere. Doesn't have to be the Dollar Tree. So here is what we're going to be using. I will be using gift boxes that measure 17 by 11 by 2 1/4. I will need 2 box bottoms and 1 box top. So I'm going to take the 2 bottoms out of this pack. And then I think I'll go with this one for the lid. So again, you need 2 box bottoms and 1 box top. Now you can take this process that I'm about to show you and you can adapt it to a whole bunch of different gift box sizes. So first, let's just go ahead and deconstruct those box bottoms. And I'll do both. All right, so by deconstructing the box right now, it just makes it easier for us to be able to get this into the scoreboard to make our scores. So we're going to put this in the scoreboard, and on the long side, we're going to score at 8 1/2, all the way down. So then we're going to take it, and on one end only, we're going to put it into the scoreboard, and we're going to score at 3. As far as we can go, then we'll flip it and score at 3 again on that same side, until we meet that original 3 score. And we need to do this on both pieces. So we're going to go ahead. And bring in that second box bottom. On the long side, we're going to score at 8 1/2, all the way down. And then we're going to turn it to the 11-inch side, and we're going to score at 3. As far as we can go, and then we'll move it over to the other side, and we're going to score at 3 until we meet that original 3 score. And then we're just going to fold and burnish all of our scores. And I'm not going to do a really hard burnishing because I don't want my box to crack. And we need to do this on both. So we're just going to fold and burnish our scores. So we really only made 2 scores. We scored at 3 on the 11-inch side, and we scored at 8.5 on the long side. So now that we have folded and burnished those bottoms, we need to get rid of this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece, and this piece. And we're going to do this on both pieces. So we're going to go up to the second score mark on this end, and we're going to remove this piece. And then we'll do the same thing here. Remove that piece, rotate it, and we're going to remove this piece. So y'all, what we're doing right now is we're creating our glue flaps or your tape flaps, whatever you choose to use. And so you're going to have one piece that looks like this. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the second piece. Okay, so now that we have all of our pieces cut out, where we have these 2 flaps here, this is actually the bottom of the box. So I am just going to make a slight angle on both sides of the score mark so that I can free the tabs. Then here at the top, because we are going to fold this in, I don't want this center bulk, so I'm going to do that same thing up here. I am going to angle right on the score mark, but then I'm also going to angle in just a little bit on the ends, like that. So we'll bring this piece in. We'll follow the same process. So we have the 2 folds, that's the bottom. I'll angle and angle there. Then I'll rotate it. We're going to go ahead and just separate this so that when we fold over, we don't have that bulk. And then I'll angle in at the end of these flaps. Now that we have our 2 box bottoms, it's going to be very simple. We're just going to take these 2 pieces and join them together. And the reason why I'm not trimming one of them is because I don't want there to be a raw edge on my box if I was to trim one. So we're just going to go ahead and take both and join them together. And I'm going to join this using my tape. So I am going to place tape on one of these panels only. And I'll place some tape right here. And so I place my tape here. I'm just going to move over and do the same thing on the same box bottom. So we're going to place our tape. And so on 3 of these, we are actually going to place the tape on the top. And this is what I mean by on the top. On the non-finished side, we're going to place tape. And then just make sure you go over everything with your bone folder or your big old spatula to to ensure that it's all nice and stuck. So here is what you should have. Both of your bottom pieces should have tape all the way here at the top. You should have tape on 3 of the panels at the bottom, and on one piece only, you should have tape on these white flaps. So now we're going to go ahead, peel off the tape backer, so then I'll take these two and I'm just going to join them, trying to get them nice and straight. So once you have that first piece down, I am going to take some tape and just put some tape right here on the back and right in here. And we'll peel away the tape backer. We'll take this piece and fold it over. Now we can take this piece at the top and fold it over. And then we can take this piece and fold it over. So now we're going to do the same thing here. We are going to get this box joined. So we are going to peel away our tape backer. I'm going to take this piece and I am going to try to match it with this piece. And so now we have our very large box. It's in flat fold form right now. So now we need to take this flap, add some tape, and stick it down. So you really won't be able to see me do this portion. So I am taking my tape and putting it in the inside. And so now I'll get it stuck on the inside. I'm going to remove the tape backers from these top flaps. And at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and sort of stand it up so you can see me fold that over. And then we're going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to peel away that tape backer. And get that nice and stuck. So now we're just going to put the box together. And so the way that we need to do it is we need to take this piece that we did not add any tape to, and we're going to lay it down first and stick it on this piece. So I am going to go ahead and remove the tape backer from this piece at the bottom. And we're going to clean up that inside bottom in just a minute. But right now, everything is looking a little rough. But it will get there. So now we can take this, and the easiest way to do it, stand it up, put it into the box shape, making sure that it's squared, and then put that piece down and take the piece that does not have any tape on it and stick it down. And like I said, we're going to come back and we're going to clean up that base. So now we can remove the tape from this part. I'm going to put it down. Then we'll take our final piece and we're going to put it down. And so now we have our box, and because I've been working with gift boxes this week, I have a lot of gift box bottoms. So we're going to take that and use it to firm up the inside. So I am going to take a piece and cut it to 8 3/8 by 8 3/8. So I'm just going to remove all of this overage. And then I'll just test fit it to make sure that it's going to fit. And it is. So I am going to take some tape, and I'm going to put the tape on the white side because I want to keep the natural side on the bottom. And if you don't want to use tape like I'm doing, guys, you can use whatever adhesive you think is going to work for you on a project like this. Peel away the tape backers, and I'm going to take this piece, and we're just going to place it in the bottom like that. And now our box has a nice sturdy bottom. We can make our lid. So to cut my box top, I need to cut this piece 11 1/4 this way. And now that I've cut that, we're going to go ahead and deconstruct. So now that we have it cut at 11 1/4, on the side where we only have one flap, we're going to place it in, and we're going to score this at 2 1/2. So we have our proper scoring this way, but then we have these two flaps here. So now we need to take one side of this and tuck it under, put it in, and we're going to score at 8 3/4 inch. And then I'll probably have to flip it and score at 8 3/4 inch again. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold this. So now what I need to do, when I open this, you can see that I have 4 flaps, and then I have this flap hanging over the edge here. I am going to go ahead and just remove this piece because we don't need it. So now I'm going to remove these edge flaps. So I removed this edge flap, but we need to keep this one so that we can put the box together. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make sure that these flaps are the same size. And I knew that they wouldn't be because I was cutting on the score mark on this one. So this one is 2 1/4. So all of my others need to be placed back into the trimmer. They need to be trimmed down to 2 1/4. So I'll take the score mark, line it up with 2 1/4, and trim away the excess. And I'm doing this on all of them just to make sure. So that's already 2 1/4. This one is 2 1/2, so I'm going to slide it over to 2 1/4. And then this one is 2 1/2, so I'll slide it over to 2 1/4. And so now we should be good. And I knew that one of these was going to be shorter than the other one because of how the fold was on the original box. It fell in the wrong place on one side and one side only. But this is a good exercise to go through because now you'll know how to fix it if you have this to happen to you. Always take the smallest side that you have and then adjust the others to match that. So we are going to go ahead and put our box together, and you're going to notice something a little bit different about this. Because this side piece is going out to the side, and I normally like to cut down this way, I'm going to go ahead and cut my fronts this way, and I know it's going to be the front of my box because of how the words are going. And then in the back, I'll just mirror the way that one was cut. So this is one of those times where I'm making an exception to how I normally cut out the panels on my box. So now we can put the lid together. I am going to take my glue and we're going to place our glue on this panel. I'm just going to sort of roll it around in the glue. And then I'll take my little baby spatula here and get that nice and stuck. And then I'll do the same thing over here. Add my glue. And get that stuck. And then here in the back, we'll add our glue. Get that stuck. And we'll do the same thing here. So we're going to get that stuck. And there is our lid. That process that I showed you will get you a nice, beautiful lid for your box. Moment of truth time. We're going to bring in that box. We're going to put that lid on, and y'all look at how perfect that lid is on this box. We're going to do just some simple decorations to the front, put a bow on it, call it a wrap. So I like to buy these ornaments at the Dollar Tree. These might have come from the Dollar General, I can't remember. But I buy them because I like to use them as embellishments. This one is really cute. It says no L, and it kind of falls in line with the whole look of this. So I am going to use that. I'm going to take my glue, and we're going to place glue on this piece and get it stuck. And just remember, if you like it, it can be whatever you want it to be. If it's sold as an ornament, that doesn't mean it has to remain an ornament. So I am going to just remove the top so that I can go in and press down to make sure that glue stays stuck. And then I'll slide the top back on. Nice little fit there. And now we have a beautiful front to this box. I am going to add some ribbon. So I have this red ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby when it was 50% off. And I'm just pulling off some until I have the amount that I think I want to work with. And y'all know how it goes with me and bows. It does not. So I am going to take this, put it on like that, and then I'm going to tie mine in a knot. I know this isn't the normal way to do it, but I have better control on a project this big when I tie the bow in a knot first. And now I can go back and create my loop. You could even dress this up by adding some jewels to that top bow, or you can do as I'm about to do here, which is trim off the excess, put some heat to it so that my edges won't fray. And now we can literally call it a wrap because we have created the most beautiful large box for Christmas. So I am going to bring that first one back in. And unfortunately, y'all, these are so big that even if I raise my camera some more, I'm not going to get them both into frame. But y'all know how gorgeous they are because you saw this one in the beginning and then you just saw me make this one. So I hope that that process was simplified enough so that you'll be able to make boxes using any gift box size that you might have, no matter where you got that box. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this super awesome project. Yet another fun way that we can use gift boxes and turn those gift boxes into more than just the gift boxes they started out as. If you have liked this video, and please tell me that you have in the comments below, please hit that like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. I will say this every day of the year. On this channel, we craft and do it like no other. So as always, you guys, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.